video on Facebook, and I realized I have not updated you guys as well. Give me 1 second. Emma! Emma! Be quiet, please. I realized I haven't updated you guys as well, so I decided to come live here as well and update you guys. So I'm already telling people on Facebook the story of how we went. Like I said, on Monday we woke up very early by 4:30 a.m. and we went to Warner Bros. Studios. We checked in on time, and then we were in the midst of this incredible set of people, parents. Like there were a lot of parents there. We were in this what's it called, canopy. I'll call it a canopy there, and but unfortunately, not unfortunately, the sad thing is that they didn't let us go in. I thought we were going to be on set. You know, when they're doing Nigerian movie, I've been on so many sets in a Nigerian movie in Nigeria, right? They let everybody, they even passersby are allowed to be there, but this one is in a stage. Not like when you say stage, people usually assume stage is where people stand up and they're doing acting or something. No, this is like a whole building, right? And people are inside the building and they're acting. But we, the parents of the background actors, we were not allowed to get in there, which was so sad because I wanted to be in there so bad. But they put a TV outside where we were able to see, watch through the TV and see what our children were doing. First of all, when we got there, we they made us change them into their school uniform. They wore school uniform that had like the name of the show on it, because the show is about elementary school students, so they had them wear elementary school uniform. When I posted the pictures on on my WhatsApp, a lot of people were like, "Wait, did your kids start private school?" I'm like, "No, it's not a private school. It's this show." So I was really excited, but I was really excited and I was sharing a lot of stuff on my Instagram and WhatsApp story, right? There was one picture that I posted. I didn't know if I was allowed to post that picture. That was a picture of them on set. I took pictures of them outside of when they were filming. But then a lot of parents were taking pictures, but then I didn't know if they were posting it. But I posted it on Instagram and somebody asked me, "Are you allowed to post this picture?" I said yes. But then I'm like, wait, I'm saying yes. I don't even know. So I went back and deleted the picture. But then I shared a lot of everything we did on my Instagram story. Now they gave us food after we changed to our school uniform. They made us to go eat breakfast. Like breakfast was so good. It was made to order and stuff, buffet kind of stuff, and very healthy. After eating, they now divided the girls or the students into their classes. Um, I don't need to go into more detailed information about that. Okay, they divided them into their classes and then they took them in. And Emma, they got okay. Here's the thing. I'm just going to tell you about our experience, not what they did on the show, right? Now, when Emma came out of the first scene, Emma was like, "Mommy, I don't like this. This is so boring." I'm like, "What is so boring?" She was like, "It was so boring. They're making us do the same thing over and over and over again." I'm like, "Hi, Sarah." I'm like, yeah, that is what acting is. Acting is all about you doing it over and over again. Remember when we do our TikTok videos and I tell you, no, it's not good. You have to do it again, right? That is, hi, Norma. That is how you do movies or film something. Because whenever I'm telling her, no, this TikTok video is not good, we have to do it again, she thinks I'm just trying to. She has told me several times, Mommy, it doesn't have to be perfect. Sorry. And she, Mommy, I'm making a live video. I don't know what you're talking about. If I say yes now, Emma might come and give me and so I'm back. Mommy, go to the bedroom. Go to the bedroom. So I was like, Mommy, that is how you have to do it. It is all about like you have to do it severally until you get it right. She was like, but I don't like it. But anyways, I told one boy there that this is boring, and the boy was like, don't worry, close the door. And the boy was like, don't worry, you get used to it. There were a lot of kids there. They're already used to it. And a lot of these kids have been there since season one. They filmed season one with the show. Like, and they're here for season two. Like, I felt so happy and also seeing myself in the midst of all these parents, because when I'm in my house by myself, right, dreaming of, oh my god, my kids said they would like to be on TV. If you see the place where I wrote 30 things I want to do before I turn 30, getting my kids on TV was one of them. Like national television was one of them. We're actually checking it out the other day. So when I'm by myself in my house or on social media, just manifesting it, it makes me feel like I am the only one in the world that thinks about stuff like this. But being in the midst of these parents that their kids are into the same thing that we are here for, it makes me understand that I'm not just a daydream. Like I'm not just dreaming, and I'm not just being stupid. Now, what I'm trying to say is, like, give me a second. Let me explain myself. Okay, everybody around me is doing the same thing, right? I'm not going to go into details. You get the point. If you don't get it, forget about it. But everybody around me is doing the same thing. Now, when you all of a sudden you decide to go a different route and do something out of your comfort zone and out of what everybody is doing and what everybody expects you to do, it's scary, number one, and it's overwhelming, number two, and sometimes you feel like you're the odd man out and the prodigal daughter. You know what I'm saying? So all this while, whenever I think about stuff like this, of us doing stuff like this, it makes me feel like I'm a prodigal daughter. It makes me feel like I'm not serious in life. I don't have a vision, because it's like every other person has the same vision, and when yours is different, it makes you feel different. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, right? Now, when I got there and I was with all these moms and dads, I'm like, so these people leave their job and they come and sit here for 8 hours waiting on their kids to do this. It made me feel like I am not different after all, like, and I'm not stupid after all. And I actually have a vision, and the possibility of this vision coming to pass is there, right? Um, it made me feel a lot of things. I don't know. Tell me if I'm making any sense. If I'm making any sense, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that I'm not blabbing, okay? Give me a thumbs up if you think I'm making sense, right? Because it's like, it's one thing to feel something, it's another thing to explain it. Like I said, this is going to be a lot of I have a lot to say, so don't be mad at me. And just grab a popcorn if you're hungry. Don't be mad at me, okay? Because a lot has happened since Sunday, and today is Wednesday, and I have a lot to tell you guys. Now, about my feeling, I'm done talking about the way that I felt. It was amazing. Now, when we got back home, I called my husband. I was like, Mel, I want us to stay. Like, I want us to stay here. This is amazing. Now, our initial plan was for us to come here. We paid for 1 month to stay in Los Angeles, right? Our initial plan was to do this for 1 month and go back home and continue our life. But after the whole thing, okay, I'm missing something now. When they were on the show, they told the kids to do something. Now, as a mom who does TikTok videos and as a content creator, a lot of people tell you, hey, stop talking to your children like that. Hey, stop telling your child this. Stop telling your child. If your child does not want to do that thing, leave her alone. On TV, it is not like that. Like, I was sitting, or we were sitting out, and I'm seeing the way these actresses, like, these are like big people, where I wouldn't use the word munging, if you know what munging is, right? I wouldn't, hi Stella, I wouldn't use the word munging, but it's like, it has to be perfect. No, it's not your time to say something. You know, kids are kids, right? You as a mom, you know how difficult it is for you to control your child, right? Not talk of when there's a lot of other kids and you're not even the parent and you're trying to control them. And they were supposed to be in class and they were supposed to say their lines and all of that stuff. So the woman and the people there, they have to tell them, no, this is the time to say this. Oh no, you missed it. You could sense the frustration. I'm like, so I'm not crazy all this while. Like, all this while, we'll make a TikTok video, and I'm like, no, Emma, you need to get it right, right? You need to do it. I hate when I watch a TikTok video or somebody lip singing and what they're saying does not match what they are doing. True, Peyton King. If I watch something like that, it pisses me off. And sometimes Emma will be like, Mommy, can we just do it the first one? I'm like, no, you cannot do the first one. You want to be an actress, you have to do the work. There is no loophole. There is no happy and way to success. You have to get it right. And she gets mad when I tell her to do it over and over again. Now, I was watching somebody else who is what we'll call a celebrity, an A-list celebrity. Tell him, these kids, not just my daughter, do it again. And you could sense the frustration, like, you're not listening. You're supposed to win. So they were literally coaching these kids. My kids have never done anything acting outside of our TikTok videos, right? And I am the one that have been teaching them. I don't have any professional training whatsoever. I feel like this is my talent. It's something that I was born to do. Now, I didn't get the opportunity to do it yet. Don't lose hope on me, okay? Because I shall not. I shall not lose hope on myself. Anyways, but I have been teaching her and I believe she has been learning. But the problem I have with my daughter at some point is she finds it difficult to listen and just follow instruction. For example, we got to say it, and one woman the woman who was checking us in was pronouncing Zurie's name and called her Zurie. She was like, no, that is not how you pronounce it. It is pronounced as Zurie. I just grabbed her mouth. Come on, shut your mouth. Hey, Jesus. Like, I was like, today. This girl should not put me in trouble. You know what I'm saying? My TikTok name is at Millicent Xandercs. I was so freaked out that she would say something or do something that they will kick us out of that place, because it's like everybody likes a girl who is cute and sweet and funny, but some people, something you might find cute to another person, it might be disrespectful. And where we come from is all about the respect. Now, I don't have a white friend or white friends, and I don't like, I wouldn't say like, I'm not in a community of white people to know how they see these things, right? But in our community as Nigerians, we see it as it is disrespectful. How dare you correct me? Plus, you're doing your hand like this. If it is in my secondary school, they will knock your head, okay? So I was, the whole time I didn't let Emma and Zuri out of my eyes because I wanted to be there. Like I felt like I was that helicopter mom. I want to be there because I don't want her to say or do something that will make them to kick us out of that place. Do you get what I'm saying? Is it just me? Was I being crazy? Let me know, okay? Now, when it was time for them to get in, they got in there and they were doing their thing. I was with my computer. I still had a lot of paperwork to do. See, I'm not saying I don't want her to express herself, but sometimes you let her express herself. My daughter, when Emma was 2 years old, Emma saw a woman at Ross selling clothes, and she was like, you're too big for your weight. You know that, right? She was 2, like going to 3. She literally called this woman fat at Ross. I was like, no, you don't say it out loud. Because she hears me say to myself, oh my God, I'm so fat, I need to lose weight. She said it to the woman. It's okay if it is between us. We already know her. You know her. So right now, I feel like all of you know Emma, right? Emma is not just my daughter. She's your daughter as well. But for somebody who doesn't know her, who is not used to the way she talks, it's scary. I don't know if people understand what I'm saying. Anyways, apart from that one, now, going into the set, they were asked to do something. That was after the first scene. Second scene, now, they were asked to do something. Okay, when she came out after the first scene, she told me she was bored. I was like, Mommy, this is acting, right? You need to do, like, I noticed that when they filmed it the first time, she was happy. Second time, she was happy. Third time, she was sad. Fourth time, she was burning. Like, she was, you could see that she didn't want to be there anymore. So when she came, I was like, Mommy, why are you sad? She's like, I don't like it. It's so boring. They're telling us, go, come, go. And I said, that's what acting is. Now, I told her, when you go in, just do it with happiness, okay? But if you don't want to do it, let's go home. Or it's not by force. We can go home now. She was like, no, she wants to do it. That one boy told her that she will get used to it. So apparently, this boy worked with them for season 1. I was like, thank God. Now, they got into the class. I'm coming with the good news. They got into the class and they told everybody to do something. Emma did not get a speaking role because remember, we went there for background, right? And background is, in Nigeria, we call it waka pass. But this is not like any other traditional waka pass. It's like a constant, you're part of the classroom, right? Now, they didn't give Emma they didn't tell her to do anything. They didn't tell her to say anything. But they gave a few kids there to do something. Now, if they didn't tell you to do or say anything, the camera is not going to be on your face. People will just see you in the background, right? But when you have a sense of reaction or something to say, they will put the camera on you because they want people to see you and what you did. They did not tell my children to do anything. Zuri was literally sitting in front of Emma, and then they started action and they did the first one. Emma was there, you could see how tired she was. She just didn't want to be there anymore. Like, why don't I get to say anything? Why don't I get to say anything? I was like, that was what her face was giving me. The next second, I took my eyes off and I looked up and I saw my daughter raising her head. I was like, Jesus, oh my God, I was so furious. I was like, why can't she just do what they asked her to do? Because I heard when they gave them the instruction, you, everybody on this line, don't say anything, don't do anything, just sit down and do nothing. Daddy said, what the mother is raising up, and I'm like, why? What? I was waiting patiently for them to come out, and she came out, and I was like, ready to like, what is wrong with you? Why are you doing that? What is okay? And she was like, mommy, like me, I was coming to her with my whole obinamop, and she was coming to me excited. And I waited for her to tell me like why she was excited because I was really mad, right? And she was like, Mommy, did you see me? Did you see me? The camera was on my face. I was like, why? Why were you raising up your hand? They didn't tell you to raise your hand. She was like, no. The first time they didn't tell me to raise up my hand. They told all of us to be quiet. But then I raised up my hand because I knew the answer to the question. Ah, God. I knew the answer to the question. And then when they wanted to do it again, one of the cameramen came and told me that I should keep doing what I'm doing. No, Taka, my daughter should burn a camera, period. Hey, I was like, really? She was like, yes, now I want them to give me a speaking. I said, my daughter, it's not how it works. It's not how it works. They don't just give you a speaking role because you raised your hand. But she was so excited. And I was excited. Now, was it a good thing that she did what they asked her not to do? I've been raising my daughter to follow simple instruction, but apparently her destiny is not to follow simple instruction. See, it's not funny. It's not funny because even though I'm laughing right now, ever since that day, like it's been a lot to process and process and process, like a lot of feelings to process, happy, joy, sadness, like a lot of stuff. Let me not go, I'll come to that one later. But what I'm trying to say is it a bad thing to try to be in charge as a mom? You're trying to control her. Like, I raised her to express herself. But at some point, there's how she will over express herself. And then also she's a star period. I know, I want her to be that. But I'm scared of the unknown. Am I the only one? I am scared of the unknown. I don't know what you like. I know what she will say. What I cannot control is how people will react to what she says, and that is the fear. That is the fear. Rita said, I think you should let her be. That is the fear. See, I think what I'm better off doing is when they are filming, I'm better off not being there. You know how what's his name? King Roland Williams, yes. What's his name? Serena Williams' dad, how he could not watch Serena play because he wanted to just be in charge. That is the way I feel. I feel like I will need to be there to tell her, to give her, you know how Nigerian moms, we give our children, so like, I want to do that every time so that she do just not get herself in trouble or get me in trouble. I don't know the kind of trouble I'm trying to prevent. But I am happy that we are there and we've worked our butt off to be there. Like, we paid freaking 5K to be in this nonsense tiny squishy apartment. And I want us to do this at least once before we go home. So I just wanted so bad to be in control and give her signs so that she can control herself. But then I'm glad she did not control herself because that was her camera got her face. Now, we don't know what the final edit will be, but that's just, they filmed like 3 scenes that day. At least she was in 3 scenes of a Hollywood TV series, right? That's a good thing. Now, that brings me to the bad, no, I wouldn't call it the bad, the sad part of this whole thing. Why I haven't come online. I would have come online to tell you guys, like, leave her rules and I didn't really understand what she said, Kate. So, what was I saying? Sorry, I keep reading comments and then I forget what I'm saying. what I'm telling you, that brings me to the sad part of this whole thing. After being there that day, okay, this is why I haven't come live, because I was supposed to come live and give you guys an update, but then we came back. I was so tired and I went to sleep. And yesterday I woke up, I was in class throughout yesterday, and then I'm going to tell you guys what I did after. I'm coming, which brings me to the sad part of this whole thing, because after being there on that Monday and seeing how beautiful it is, my daughter was like, "Mommy, I want to do this. I want to be an actress. This is what I want to do." Even Zurie, how many times you people can count how many times you see her do TikTok video, right? You tell Zurie, come and do TikTok video. She said, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's why it's as if I'm always making TikTok video with Emma, right? You're right, Rita, you're right. But then I'm kind of like scared. Emma always wants to do TikTok videos with me, but Zuri is like, no, I don't want to do that. But after we came out from that place on Monday, two of them say, Mommy, we want to stay here. We want to stay in Los Angeles. We want to keep doing this. I'm like, so you would rather give up going back to your former school, your friends, because I know how much they love their friends, right? You would rather give up meeting your friends and staying here to film this, and they were like, yes, it's so much fun, we like it. And I'm like, okay, I do too. Like, this has been a dream for the longest time, right? I'm like, okay, I want to stay as well. Now, remember, we did not plan to stay here, we did not plan anything whatsoever. And I called my husband on the phone. I was like, Mel, I think we want to stay. We all want to stay in Los Angeles. We want to continue this thing because they're going to be shooting till December. And he was like, okay, fine. If you want to stay, that's okay. So what is your plan? I said, my plan is to get an apartment for us to just look for a place to stay. Definitely not this place. This is an Airbnb, right? And the 5K we paid for a month includes the TV, it has Netflix, everything, the water, the electricity, the what, AC, everything. It includes everything. But still, that is a lot. And plus, this couch stopped working after 3 days, and I've been sleeping on the floor since then. Like, my whole back aches. I've not been getting a good night's sleep and all of that stuff. So I'm like, instead of us paying 5K for Airbnb, we're better off renting an apartment. So he was like, yeah, find a place as long as it has a good school district, right? So that the kids can go to school and all of that stuff. Then I'm okay with it. Like, my husband was willing, or is willing to pay for us to stay here, and then also for him to stay over there. Remember, I don't have a job, okay? I have no job, and even though I make videos on YouTube and Facebook, he's not paying me. People have seen how many views I get. Like, these days, your views have to really be like in hundreds of thousands for you to get a lot of money, right? So you wouldn't even call me a content creator. Like, I wouldn't even call this an occupation right now. And the thing we are doing, they are just paying us background acting. If you go on Google and search for how much they pay SAG for background actors, you see how much they pay for that 8 hours. So it's literally nothing. But this man is willing to pay for us to stay here, and also stay, and because he has to still stay over there and be going to work. But he said I can find a school for them to stay over here, and then they'll be going to school, which we went yesterday. After my class yesterday, we went out to go and look for apartments. I found one. This one is really amazing. It's in a good neighborhood. It has a tennis court, it has a basketball court, it has a lot of things, and swimming pool. Like, it has a gym as well. I was like, at least I'll get to start working out, because ever since we've been here, all I've done is eat and worry. And when you're eating and you're worrying, everything is just so staying on your body. And I have been sitting most of the day, either doing paperwork or doing schoolwork or doing a bunch of stuff, right? Now, I found this place and I went there. It was supposed to be a room. I wanted us to get just one bedroom. I was like, I can be sleeping in the living room, the kids can be sleeping in the bedroom, or we can even bring, because Emma and Zuri has two queen mattresses in Fresno. I was like, we can bring it and join it together, right? How we used to do in secondary school. And it's become a bigger bed, and all of us, it will turn it into a king size bed, and all of us will be sleeping there, only for us to get to the place, for them to show us the house. And I was gonna vlog the place. I was gonna like give you guys a tour and then explain later. My sister, my brother, we got to that place. They told me, I'm sorry, but we can't rent the place to you. There are 5 of you and we only accept 3 people for one bedroom. I was like, I'm not getting this. Like, I don't understand. The woman was like, I was like, okay, can I speak to the manager? I was like, can I speak to the manager? She said, yes, I'm the manager. I was like, auntie, please, now beg. I was like, I'm begging. Now she said, no, I'm sorry. One bedroom. One bedroom was going to cost us $2,050. My sister, calculate that in naira. $2,050, and that is just for the house, the rent, right? That does not include electricity, water, TV, everything, internet. That does not include none of that. So we're still going to have to pay for that in this Los Angeles, and then still pay for the one where my husband is going to be staying. So I was literally begging this woman, like I was literally using the word auntie, I beg. Okay, on top my own money. Auntie said no, that they cannot allow us to be there. I was like, wait, so you will count Dior and Zendaya as two people? I know that these days they count even the one that never even germinated. They count it as one child. But I'm like, come on now. Like, these are two kids. You wouldn't even know the idea. The woman said no. I was like, okay. She was like, I said, okay, do you people have a two-bedroom? She said no, that their two-bedroom is few. And I really wanted that place so bad, because that was the only place that I found a school district that is 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 school district. Every other place you see here, school district, you're seeing 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 3 out of 10. I'm like, gas school. Like, is it that you people's children don't go to school? You people's children don't go to school. I don't get it. How can a school district be as low as 3 out of 10? Doesn't make any sense to me. You see places that have the good one, just no until now for you. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, like, is it that you people's kids don't go to school? Anyways, the woman said they don't have any two-bedroom apartment. They only have one-bedroom apartment, and she can't lease it to me. But that there's their sister apartment that they can lease that one to me. Somebody already gave like a 30 days notice, and the person is leaving next week. The person is leaving ending of this week, so it will be available by Tuesday, right? I was like, okay. But the place does not have a basketball court, does not have a tennis court. It has a gym and swimming pool, but then the place is not as fine as this one, right? But they were going to lease it to me for $2,359. I called my husband. I was like, Mel, see what they are saying. I was like, it's okay. You can go for it. So I was excited. Oh my God, we're going to live in Los Angeles. I've been thinking about so many places and so many things we're going to be doing and all that stuff. Until last night, I just found myself having so many emotions. Like, I had a very bad nightmare last night. I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling you people. Give me 1 second. Let me yell at my kids. Shut up! I had a very bad dream last night. I don't know if I should call this a dream or a vision. I haven't even told my husband this, so if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I just remembered it right now, okay? I should have told you last night, but I just remembered it right now. Even though I told my friend when I spoke to her this morning. Now, in that dream, it wasn't just a dream, it was real, right? Let me explain to you. I'm telling you people because there only 194 people here, 39 people here, and I see you guys as my friends. So yeah, listening on a friend level, okay? Now, I was with my computer on the floor last night searching for an apartment, because even though these people told me I should come next week Tuesday to come, we can move in next week Tuesday. I don't like that place. So I was looking for another place that I can see that I like, right? And I was there with my computer. I'm just going to demonstrate because I want you people to understand what I'm trying to say. This is quite scary for me though. Now, I was with my computer. My hand was on my computer and I was searching for a house, and there was a pillar like this and I was like this, searching for a house. Now, my computer screen was still on, okay, and I started dozing off. Prior to that, I was already having cold feet. I was having cold feet of, wait, so we're going to live here and my husband will be living there by himself. Like, before that day we were coming here, a day before the day we came to Los Angeles, my husband bought a bicycle for himself. We bought this, that bicycle, something that kids, you can use to carry your children or in your bicycle. Like, I don't know if you're in America, you should know that thing that is like basket basinate that you attach your bicycle, so you can use to be carrying we're gonna put Zendaya and Dior in there. Zurie! we're gonna put Zendaya and Dior in there. Now we had planned how we're going to be having like evening bicycle rides together and a bunch of other stuff. Like, well, my kids were looking forward to that. I was looking forward to that. Like, I've always wanted to like go on bicycle ride with my husband, but he just started this new job that allows him to come back early so we can go on bicycle ride, and he was excited and he bought a bicycle, right? And I was looking forward to that. And plus, where we live, you guys have seen where we live right now. Even though it's not our house, we are renting it, right? But you guys see that the place is so homely and so quiet and so peaceful, and we can just go to the park or go to the pool and you get to see people walking around, like kids pass the road like this. Like, give me 1 second. Zurie, come here right now. I did not ask you anything. Don't say anything. Come and sit down here. I said Zurie. Emma, go back to the bedroom and close the door. It was you?
No, Mommy, I was saying it was Dior that was out, not me.
Both of you go inside. Shh. Sit down there. Now, I was just remembering all of those things that, like, still, what I'm trying to say is that my life in where we are living is very peaceful and quiet. Now, I don't like it because it's kind of bored, right? I take the girls to school, come back, stay, make videos, and then go back, pick them up, come back, do Facebook live video, and cook and cook and cook, right? I am not that kind of person that, like, I don't want to sound, I don't like staying at home. I love staying at home. Like, I love the peace and quiet. But then I also love to wake up and go out and do something. Like, I love that. And waking up that early morning on Monday, going out, meeting different people like every single day, it makes me happy. I love that too. But it's like you're going from this very peaceful life to this jaga 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 jaga. Like, I drive from here to where I'm dropping Zendaya them off, 16 minutes, and then drive 23 minutes back to where they are shooting this stuff. I called you here to be quiet, not to be making noise with bottles. You're going to make me forget what I want to say. Put that bottle down and be quiet. Now, I'm just thinking, like, the Los Angeles is so busy and so noisy. I love the city, but like, we've lived so much in quiet neighborhoods and peaceful neighborhood that I'm like, what if we start living here and I don't like it? I don't know. Do you guys ever feel like that? You've, like, I became scared literally. These things, like, all of this was going through my mind. Like, where I've not seen sidewalk, I've not seen kids riding bicycle anywhere here. Even to go outside and play, my children have not gone outside to play. I have not been able to find a park for us to go and play. The other day I was looking for a park for us to go and play. I ended up at Santa Monica Beach. I did not know how I got there. I was just following stupid Google. Google landed me in Santa Monica Beach. We ended up being at the beach with shoe and big clothes. Nothing to kind of play at the beach. You know, that was how desperate I was, trying to look for a place to stay for my kids to play. I landed at 1 hour, 11 minutes at Santa Monica Beach. I've never driven anything above 39 minutes before. But for the first time in my life that day, I drove for 1 hour, 11 minutes. Now, I was thinking about all of these things, like, where will my kids play? Where would this happen? Where would that happen? Maybe because this place, I know, I would literally call a Bugwana, like, ghetto, like, the place did not Kimo. Not that Himo is like in Gino, this part of Lagos, so the rugged, you know what I'm saying? It also come in here back and forth because I chunk only matter, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like, the place also nine here, right? Now, I haven't been to the neighboring cities here to see where people are raising their kids and see if they have sidewalks where your kids can go ride bicycle and all of that stuff. But I'm freaking out. Back to my what happened last night. I was freaking out and I was just there as I was looking at this. I was looking on Zillow to find a place to stay. I was freaking out, and then I will use the word. Let me just use the word freaking out. But I dozed off. Now back to my demonstration. I dozed off. My hand was like this on my computer, and I was just like this, sitting down, looking at my computer, and then I started dozing off. I started dozing off, right? But I could still see the light on my computer screen. As I was there, I started dreaming. I was dreaming of a lot of stuff that I can't even remember. But you know, when that moment you find yourself dreaming and you're not I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're not able. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, I am sorry. I don't know what else to say, but I'm sorry. But what I said didn't really mean so much. That you didn't really miss a lot. Okay, it was just like I mixed it up. Okay, yeah. Now, I was there. I wanted to wake up from the dream because it was a bad dream, and I wanted to wake up. But then I could see myself. I was divided, right? I was divided. I will use the word separated. And you know when you're telling yourself, okay, it's time to wake up, or let me say, oh, I need to go pee pee. Oh yeah, let me wake up and go and pee pee in the middle of the night, right? I'm sorry, Abby. I'm speaking English right now. I'm so sorry. And I woke up. I was trying to wake up, but I couldn't wake up. Now, I was watching myself laying down on the floor. My screen was still on. Now, when you're using your computer, you know how long it takes for your computer screen to shut down, right? To turn off, that to tell you how long away you have been from your screen. But I was still there. Like I would say it hasn't even been up to 5-10 minutes. So my screen was still on. I was trying to wake up. My eye was open, but then I was trying to move my hand, and I would see my hand move, but my hand was there. Now, let me paint a picture for you. Imagine, even TikTok has that feature where you're standing and then there's this filter on TikTok that you use. You're standing and then you move. You are standing, but then a part of you is over there. If they make it look like an illusion of this is your spirit and this is your body. That was how it felt. I was feeling cold on the floor. I wanted to get up and go to the bed with the kids and start sleeping, right? Yes, I was trying to attach my spirit back to my body and it wasn't working. I was like, oh my God, what is happening? Like, I could see myself moving. I could see myself laying there, right? But then I wasn't moving. My light was still on. And I'm like, okay, let's try this one more time. Millicent, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. But I wasn't moving. But my eye was there. I'm like, it was open, it was closing, it was open, it was closing, but I was awake. I was awake, but then I was not awake. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Does that make any sense to any of you? And usually I'm the type that I interpret dreams, but I can't interpret this one. That is why I'm sharing it with you guys, so that you can help me interpret this. At some point, I woke up, not me. The inside of me woke up and went to the bed. Kind of like you're mad at something. Like, let me wake up. Maybe this one will follow me. It felt so real. But then I'm looking at myself and I'm still on the floor. I'm like, no, 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 no. Take a man in a shower. This is how people die. I don't want to die yet. See these children here. No, no, no. Millicent, you need to wake up. You need to wake up like right now. I stood up from the bed again, went back to my body again. Like, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. I kept on trying to put my hand into my head and it kept on going. I'm like, what is going on? My computer is still on. You can see that I'm awake, right? You can see that I haven't been awake that long. How am I not getting back into my body? What is going on right now? A lot of people are saying it has happened to them before. So that means I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy, right? It felt so real. I'm like, no, please, please, I need to wake up right now. I need to wake up right now. It's sleep paralysis. It's because of the stress and overthinking. Oh, I did not know. Well, thank you. Now I feel better. Okay, because it has been bothering me, right? It has been bothering me. But to continue with the story, at some point I gave up on myself. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. And then I just started dozing up. Like, I've given up on myself and I started dozing off. And all of a sudden my hand started moving like this. I was like, wait, that's my hand. My hand is moving. Even when I was saying that, my eye was too close, and then oh my God, my hand is moving. But it was speed. If you serious, Jesus, oh, Jesus. I don't know. Choma Jungwa, our carrying him, but I know. So, like, Choma Jungwa did not run what I ran last night. Like, my bed, the floor, see my bed, but I felt like I ran 100 miles an hour, okay, to get on that bed. I got on the bed with tears in my eyes and cold. My whole body was shaking. I was shivering. I was crying. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. it was a nightmare, okay? Like, it was a nightmare that I actually forgot about the bad dream that I was having. And I have never experienced this before. Chisom said it's paralysis. I've never heard of that before. Like, I've never heard of it before. So I sent my husband a message last night, because at this point now, even I was on the bed, I could no longer sleep because I was scared of sleeping and not waking up. I was scared of sleeping and not waking up. I was like, "Hey, no, I'm mad again here, I'll move for." Like, that means imagine sleeping and don't wake, and you don't wake up, like you just die from there. No, both of you go to the bedroom. Don't make noise again. Do you hear me? You still have water in your mouth, Zurie. Don't play with water in your mouth. Both of you go to the bedroom. I could not sleep. I was just there. I was thinking. I sent my husband a text message. I was like, Mel, I can't sleep. And he called me immediately. Thankfully, he was awake. And he started asking me, why can't you sleep? I was like, I'm scared. I'm scared that I'm going to be tearing our family apart by living here by myself with these children. Because now, okay, I'm like, I'm not just going to allow my husband to be paying for these two places. I need to find a part-time job, something I can do from home. Like, I envy people who envy them, because I feel like I have these followers on social media. I should be cashing out a lot. I should be making a lot of money, right? But then I'm not making it, to the point I'm having to go look for a part-time job. And all the part-time jobs I'm looking for is not going to give me the availability to be there to take these children to go to what we are here for. Do you understand? I'm there searching for part-time jobs. Like, I'm taking classes. It's ending this month, this August. It's actually ending next week. And then I'm going to go write exam for my license. Okay, I'll tell you guys more about it later. But I'm looking for something I'll just do, like something I can just start immediately. Because, like, when you $5,000, more than money, $6,500 a month. That's a lot, right? And I didn't want to just put all of that burden on him by himself. I wanted to help, and I really want to help. So I'm like, okay, let me find something. But then everything I was finding on Indeed.com was gonna require me to not be there. So I'm going to have to find a babysitter to watch Zendaya and Dior while Emma and Zurie goes to school. And even on the days we get permission for them to come out from school and go to do this shooting, I cannot go because I'm working. I'm like, what's the point? Do you understand? So this whole thing was just messing with my brain, freaking me out. I was like, no, I don't think I can do this. I love the fact that we are here. This is a huge opportunity, right? This could be like this could, maybe this is the big deal or the big break we've been looking for. Because a lot of people that I met there, that they told me how successful their kids are, how many things their kids have, how many things their kids have done already. Their kids, and you're looking at your own kids. You know, every mom assumes her child is the best, right? You're like, my children can do even better than this, right? And I'm not saying because they're my kids, but you people have seen them, you know they can do a lot more. And I'm like, the only thing stopping us is location. Now, I told my husband that I don't think I want to do this. That we are going to be missing out a lot as a family. Like, I don't know how long. Okay, first of all, the place, they won't give us a 6 months lease. And the place we are living right now, we have a 1 year lease. You guys remember when we were looking for a house and we couldn't find a house, and we decided to renew our lease? It's 1 year. So the guy wouldn't even let us just go, right? So it's like he's stuck over there, and if I get one over here, I'm stuck over here, and then we have to be going back and forth over the weekends to be seeing each other, you know. Let me not say the other one that came to my mind. You don't need, that's TMI. But you get what I'm saying. If you don't get it, forget about it, okay? What I'm trying to say is that I just told him, no, I don't think I can do this. I'm freaking out. I feel like I'm going to be separating our family. Plus, Dior and Zurie are literally starting speech classes this fall. And I don't even know if these people, they offer speech therapy. And this school, like, I'm looking at the pictures of the school they have here. This is literally like what you would call government school in Nigeria. But the school my kids go to right now is what you would call a private school in Nigeria. But they are both public schools here in America. There's a huge difference, and I don't want to lose that beautiful, beautiful place. I don't know if what I'm saying is making any sense. So it's like right now I'm torn between, do we want to do this, or do we just stick to our very normal regular life, and then every day I'm coming back to, hello guys, welcome back to my channel, it's time to cook up bonus soup, goosey soup. I'm tired of that. Not that I'm tired of that, but I am. Okay, if I say nobody will slap me, but you get my point. Like, I want to do, there's a lot more that I can actually do in my life with myself. Okay, there's a lot more to me than just being a content creator and doing all of that. And besides, I don't want to be a content creator for the rest of my life. I don't want to be saying welcome back to my channel till I turn 40. Get what I'm saying? So this is a land of opportunities. There's a lot. Exactly, Norma, exactly. That is the, if you get it, forget about it that I meant. Thank you for saying it in bold language. I didn't want to corrupt people. That's TMI. But there's a lot in this country to do and explore, and I feel like everybody is entitled to that opportunity. That is why I want to grab the opportunity so bad, but then I'm also worried of other things I could be missing out. For example, somebody very close to me said something to me yesterday, like, hey, that I'm she said it in Igbo. Permit me to say it in Igbo first, and then I will say it in English. She was like, "Ahụ niile unu na-ata, unu atachakwala ya, ụmụazị eto, so you are fired." You understand? A lot of kids, they do that. They grow up and then they start filing. They forget everything their parents went through to get them to where they are right now, and then they tell you, see, I am an emancipated minor, so I don't even know how they pronounce it, and then they tell you you are fired, hire Tonyocha and replace you. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, make sure that even though you people are doing this, get something for yourself. Your husband keep his job, even if they start making money, keep your job, still create time for yourself, because one day they're gonna grow up and they won't need you anymore, and then you won't have anything to show for it. Do you understand? And the whole thing keeps ringing in my ear, and honestly, trust me, I have had to put a lot of things on hold because of this. Like, I'm grateful for the opportunity, and this is not even like the big opportunity, but it's like we can actually pursue this and it will work. Like, we are capable of getting in there, right? I've not seen another Nigerian or an immigrant like me be able to do something like this. So that alone is like a gold star on my badge. Like, okay, I'm doing something different. You get what I'm saying? I will explain when I keep saying that something different. I will explain it later in the future. Okay, yeah. So I'm coming, Genevieve. Give me a second. I'm coming. I'm gonna explain that. So after I finished talking to my husband about it, he was like, I asked him, so what do you think? He was like, then why don't you come back home? Besides, you people did not plan, because another thing, I felt like I was doing it in a hurry, right? I was in a rush to just, let's go and get an apartment right now. Let's go and do this right now. Let's go and do this right now. Even though my husband was supportive of it, something in my head was telling me that I was being impulsive. I was doing it because I feel like we have this opportunity and we need to hold on to it. If not, it's going to roll away. There was something my principal in secondary school used to say, an opportunity is like a rolling ball. The moment it comes to you, you better hold on to it or it will roll away. So I just feel like I need to hold on to that opportunity or I could lose it, right? But then I've been sad because I know that I cannot hold on to it, not at this point. Like, I need to have my 2 feet on the ground before I can hold on to something. If not, I'm going to drown. Do you understand? I'm going to drown. So I told my husband, yeah, that we're going to be coming back after the 19th. That means we're going to have to give this up, like film for just, we were supposed to go in yet tomorrow, but unfortunately, they said they don't have us on call tomorrow. That is Friday, which is a good thing because I actually have class tomorrow. If I had missed that class, that would have been a big deal for me. So it's good that they don't have us tomorrow, but they have us next tomorrow. I don't know when next they will have us after next tomorrow. But then our lease here is expiring on the 19th, and I'm sad. I'm sad because no, it's not for the summer break, Choma. It's going to Chidima, sorry, is going to be happening up until December. Like, we are booked up until December. But how this thing works is they send you an email. Are you available? If you tell them you're available, then they will put your name down. So it's an on-call kind of job. So they will call you. Now, from our house where we live to this place is 3 hours if you're using your car. 3 hours and 45 minutes, I think. But from if you use a train, it's 5 hours, right? If I can drive, also be a Sheila maker, like if my heart is strong enough to drive 3 hours straight, and anytime they put us on call, because they will tell you a night before that day, we can actually start coming that night, right? And they tell you in the evening, we can come that night, drive 3 hours, come here, and then attend the next day. You understand? Like I said, they are not paying us enough, and it is not their job, it's not their business, right? They don't even know we're coming from this other place. We are doing this on our own. They are hiring people living around here. So I put them living in Los Angeles because we need the job, right? So exactly. It is very difficult. Like the day that I had to leave Zendaya and Dior with this woman, I was freaking out. I've never left them with somebody before. No, I did with a babysitter, but my husband was there, right? So it's really difficult. Like I'm having serious separation anxiety because I've had to be with these kids since they were born, right? I've not left their side, well, a few times, but it's like they're part of me. Even when I finally get my license, I'm thinking, how am I going to go to work? How will I go and start working? I've never left these kids. So like they are so, I will use the word, they are spoiled with my presence a lot, because I see other kids that their parents are not even around. They have a babysitter, they have nanny with them 247. I try to make my children understand how blessed they are to have me, right? Because one, they have a father who is present and willing, and like who is present and have the resources, or blessed with the resources to provide for us so that I can stay at home and be with them. There are a lot of families that don't have that grace. You understand? So me going like, I'm beating about the bush at this point. What I'm trying to say is we're going to be going back home, and I don't know what else we're gonna do. So I asked my husband, so will I still continue submitting while we're there? He was like, yeah, if you see something or anytime they call us and we can make it, then fine and good that we can go. So I already have somebody here in Los Angeles that can always babysit my children. What I'm thinking now is I need to find a place around her that anytime they call us and we are able to come, right? We'll just come to this place. Thank you so much, Neko, that we'll come to this place and get an Airbnb close to this woman's house, then go from her house to this place. Like I'll just drop off the keys and then enter Uber to this place. Like it's going to be stressful. This is still what I'm brainstorming. I don't know if at this point, I cannot favor. At this point, I cannot. I've tried. Dorothy, you're right. Honestly, I felt that was the word. I felt like I was rushing our life. That was the way I felt. And I was having panic attacks. I felt like I was rushing our life and I feel like there's a lot I'm going to meet. Hope people are not seeing my underpants. See you. See as a day is sleepy. Oh my god, you need to see this. Don't look at my underpants, but see, watch this. So she's sleeping. She's like this woman in Aquarius. You didn't even want to see as a day is sleeping. Let me show you. Hopefully I don't turn this up. See how she's sleeping. Like she has her head on her jaw, like this woman is making noise. Just do my hair. Let me get out of here. So, what I'm trying to say is we're gonna go home and then we'll figure it out from there, see how we're gonna come back or if we're gonna come back. But the thing with one thing I learned new over here is that anytime you go, any day you show up, they give you a voucher, a digital voucher. Now, when it's time for them to pick people like speaking rules, they pick speaking rules based off of how many vouchers you have. That will show them how consistent you are. So if we do tomorrow, now we only have 2 vouchers. There are people who have over 70, 80 something vouchers because they have been showing up. Do you understand? So I just want the voucher so that at some point they'll get to give them a speaking role, because that's when their talent will actually get to shine. Excuse me. And that's when people will actually, camera will get to be on their face and people will get to see them and maybe hire them for other stuff. I know it feels like I'm rushing life, but honestly, I've been working on this or dreaming about this day since Emma was born. You guys, I started submitting to staff see when Emma was 6 months old. That was when I started submitting to a bunch of stuff. Now, when we moved to California, one woman told me, your daughter is not exactly what we are looking for. Now, she didn't say it in the way that like okay, let me tell you what happened. I submitted you I got a casting call. I Yes, the description they asked for was what Emma fit all that description. She was 6 years old, everything black, American, kiniko, all of those things. So I submitted, and she responded, and she was like, "Oh, can you tell me her shoe size and her clothing size?" And I sent it to her, and she was like, "Unfortunately, we're gonna have to pass on her. She's not exactly what we are looking for." I'm like, this is just agency representing, this is not casting company, like just to represent her, right? I'm like, agencies don't necessarily, they don't get to tell people like your child is not what we're looking for. What is it about my child that you're not looking for, right? If it is a casting director, it's okay for a casting director to tell you your child is not what we are looking for, because they have a specific type of person for that role. But for a talent agency to tell you your child is not exactly what we're looking for, what are you looking for? Your job is to get people, have people as your clients, right? So that, say hi. Oh, wait. So that when there's a job for that, you get to submit those kits for that stuff. So all this while, I've been submitting and working as a talent agency for them and as their manager. So it's like I've worked so hard to get to this point, so I feel like this is a huge opportunity, and I have to hold on to it. I have to hold on to it so bad, and I just feel like if I let it go, I'm going to lose it forever. So I know it may feel or seem like I'm rushing life, but we've been working on this since over 8 years now. No, Emma is not up to 8 years yet. Over 7 years now. So I've been sad. I've just been in my feelings all this while, thinking about it, just trying to find out. Because even up till now, my husband said it's up to me. If we want to stay, it's up to me. If we want to come back home, it's definitely up to me. But that his own opinion or advice is that we should come back home, and then let's allow these children to go to school, and then gradually bring them out. And he said that next year, hopefully next year, we'll be able to move closer here, because I think my problem is the fact that we are doing it in a hurry, right? And we're not going to be together. If we are all going to be together, it would have been a different ball game altogether. But we are not. So he said, well, how about you come back home, and then we can gradually move over here next year. By then, our lease will be expired, and then he will be able to kind of quit his job over there. By then, he has found another job over here, and by then, I'm also working. That way, we can. Yes, baby. Yes, that way, all of, like our legs will be on the ground. Is it every year the show comes up? Yes, the show is like continuous. It's like a series on TV. It's a series on TV. So yeah, it's a series on TV. So it's definitely going to be there at all times. But a lot of the kids, they have talent agents and everybody, like managers, like official, or what's the word I would use, like real managers managing them and getting them these jobs, you understand? But we had to get it ourselves, and it's very unlikely for you to like get that opportunity like again. But thankfully, I feel like I'm in their mailing list right now, so every time they will send an email, are you available? If you say you're available, you go. If you say you're not available, you have something else. Like one man I met there yesterday, on Monday, he said his daughter has 4 different shootings for 4 different jobs this week. So they're not coming for Thursday and Friday. I'm like you people are already so booked up. You're choosing other stuff over this one. This is the only thing we're here for. And we're paying this huge amount of money just to be here. You know, it's different. And I know, like, this. Mm. Normally I would just do this privately, but I wanted to kind of document all of this, and then the journey and just what I'm doing right now. Let me back up a little bit. The one of the reasons I started social media in the first place was to document our journey to what we are, is to do exactly what I'm doing right now. That was one of the reasons I started social media, to document my family memories and then to document our journey, because this is something we've always wanted to do since even before me I came to America. You understand? It's not easy. Ogene is not easy. As long as you're not living around here, they are not agreeing to sign you anything. And the job that they will do for her, I'm doing it by myself. The only difference is that I don't live around here. Do you understand? So even if we move closer to this place, I'm not going to get them a manager because I can do that job even better than them. Let me explain. Imagine me now as a manager and three of you bring three of your kids for me, right? I have to be responsible for three people's kids. I'm not going to be loyal to one person. But they are my kids. I'm loyal to them. Like, my job is to focus on them and get them the best. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm doing the job that any manager out there would do for them. Do you understand? Thank you, Ogene. I agree with him too. So we're gonna go back and then come back later and see how it goes. Well, I'm sad that we're going to be leaving, but what I'm saying is, I love the fact that I know somebody will say, why don't you just keep this to yourself? If it works, fine. If it doesn't work, like, the reason I'm documenting this is because this has always been the kind of content I want to make. Like, my journey or our journey as Nigerian Americans, on how we're gonna, like, whether we make it or not is still part of our journey. And I just wanted to kind of like share that, because you hardly see this kind of journey on social media. All you just see is the glitz and the glamour. But I wanted to have a platform where I can just document this whole thing and show people that if at all we ever make it, right, anybody can make it. Even if we don't make it, anybody can still make it. It doesn't matter whether you are an immigrant like me from Nigeria. And plus, I want these children, when they grow up, they see this video, it will not be easy for them to tell me, Mommy, you are fired, fire, don't fire you there, don't say. Oh my God, not them. I won't have a Catholic affair, but you get my point, right? Yeah. Amen. Thank you so much, Chini. But that is the much I have to say, and that's why I haven't kept you guys. I haven't updated you guys because of all of this that has been going on. But tomorrow, after my class tomorrow, we are going for a COVID testing tomorrow. We're going to go and get our COVID test. Ogene, not really. Okay, because my sister, let me tell you, that connection there, I have it too. There's no connection there. You just need the information. And I have all of the information. You understand? I have the information. And trust me, I had to pay to get the information. I had to do master class for the information. And then I paid to get all the resources. Do you understand? So all those resources they have, I have it right now too. Do you understand? And there's really nothing there too much that they are doing. I think the people who have managers, and let's assume I am working, right? Oh, thank you so much, Dorothy. I do. I have faith. Let's assume that I am working, I have a full-time job, and I'm not able to be available for them. That is when you look for a manager. But right now, I ain't doing nothing. So it's like my job. It's like my full-time job. Do you understand? So I will take it as my job. That money will be paying somebody else as a manager. Let them pay it to me. Oh, I remember part of the dream I had. One woman was asking me for 20%. I was like, 20% for what? She said, remember when you contacted me and I sent you documents? I said, but then you didn't sign, I didn't sign any of your documents. She said, but at least I helped you. You need to give me 20%. So the woman, I met her on Instagram. I'm telling you, real life right now. I met her on Instagram. She was supposed to work for me as a manager because she's called a manager on set, so she can come pick your children up and take them to set. You don't have to worry, just go to job. So that is her job. She takes your kids to set and everything. And in my dream, she was asking me for 20%. I said, 20%, you don't even work for me. I ended up not hiring you. I'm doing it myself. But that's a good dream, because for her to be asking me for 20%, I think in that dream we got something big. Why am I the buru her greedy eyes come and ask for 20%? I'm coming here, guys, again. But yeah, I just remember that one right now. I totally agree, Rosemary. Thank you. What God does not do or cannot do does not exist. And I believe that the God that has started this we'll finish it. Because if anybody had told me, I was telling my sister the other day, I said, if anybody had ever told me, yes, baby, yes, if anybody ever told me that me, me, all the way from Abangwa Road, you understand, can come to America in the first place. Now, not just America, but I'm in California. Not just in California, right? I find myself in Warner Bros. Studios. Like, I told you, I know. Yes, yes, I do. Even though I know say a lot of celebrities, but like being there, like I was watching my daughter through the screen, and this woman have been watching her show for months because this show started last year. But I started watching it this year and I fell in love with it and I love the show so much. So imagine the feeling of getting a notification that your child was cast on that show. Like I over the moon excited. So seeing my kids in the same classroom that I've been watching for you, it was like a dream come true. It was like I felt like I don't know how to explain. So what I'm trying to say is whether or not we come back to finish it or whether or not we continue to pursue dream because of fear of the unknown, okay, I still thank God for the opportunity to even be here in the first place because it's not easy and is not by my own doing, it's by the grace of God. Okay, it is because so many times I'm like, I'm not doing this nonsense anymore. In fact, I'm just going to do my regular schmegular nonsense I'm doing every day in my life. All of us will die here on YouTube. But then,
Mommy,
yes, baby.
Mommy, play it.
Yes. Regular smuggler. Yeah. So I keep saying that, but then every other time I'm like, no, let me just submit this one time. You never know when you get a yes. Let me just submit this one. And then I keep submitting and we got the yes. So it's been an amazing experience. Yes, I'm going to stay till my Airbnb expires. We're going to check out on the 19th. So we're going to check out on the 19th. I think on the 20th morning, we will check out on the 20th morning, right? I don't know which day we're checking out. But yeah, we're going to stay here until it expires. So until the 19th. And get this, the kids are starting school on the 22nd. So we have to go back so that they can resume school on the 22nd. That was why I was trying to rush the whole process. Yes, baby. Dia is crying. Say, Dia, stop making noise. Go and tell Dia to stop making noise. Say, Dior, stop making noise.
Mommy,
Yes.
Emma. Because I want someone to come and eat the baby.
You're going to push down my camera. It's okay. Sorry. Yes, it worked out fine with their screen. That was why I put it like that, so that they can go back to school. So school is started on the 22nd. That's why I'm making their hair, so that once we go back home, they don't. I don't need to buy any new clothes for them. I already purchased their school materials, so they will just start school on the 22nd. And if we get any email, and we feel like coming back, yeah, we'll just get an Airbnb and come back. But I wanted to be here so that we can attend to every single email opportunity that we get. See how big my stomach is. Every single email opportunity that we get. But yeah, that is it. I think there was something important I was saying. Now I forgot. No, it's not that, Kate. It's not. Emma, comfort! Close that door. I literally just cut myself with this. See, mom, your ice cream. See, mommy is bleeding. See, blood. I literally just cut myself with this thing now. Sorry. Eat your ice cream, okay? Yeah. It's not that type. And there was another thing I wanted to say. Yes, somebody said something about education. Yes, that brings me to the topic of the education part of it. When it comes to working in Hollywood, kids, they don't give up their school for Hollywood. No, they don't. They still teach them in school. As long as school is in section, they teach them. Now, if you're not doing well in school, they kick you out of the show. Just imagine when people get scholarship, right? Basketball scholarship in a so and so university. If you don't keep having good grades, in your school. They kick you out of the scholarship program. That is how it is. So they pay for your school, they pay for your school fees so you can come and play basketball for them in that school, right? And then you don't get to pay for the school fees, but you still have to get good grades to maintain that scholarship. So yes, they have teachers on set, exactly. Like before we're able to go, I had to submit their report card and their you know, all these honorable and achievement certificates. I had to submit it to the state of California before they awarded them or before they gave them a work permit. So you don't just take kids to go and work without them having a work. They have to have a work permit, and the work permit has to be reviewed by human beings to see that these kids are actually smart enough to combine these two things. Now when they are on set, they spend 3 hours in school. Like they spend 3 hours being taught on set, so they have to go to school, and they also have to maintain good grades for them to remain on the show. If not, they will kick you out. That's number one. I've watched that one. Even a lot to my kids, they can't even dance. Yeah, they don't play with kids' education. Exactly, Chini. They have to maintain. They have to maintain good grades. And another thing that I did, okay, or I plan to do, okay, is when I got on that set that day, there was something I noticed that was I don't know the English what I'm looking for, but everybody was doing. All the kids there had iPads and cell phones and video games, you know, all those video games. And when they are not on set, they are busy, like no, even noise. Everybody's watching their favorite show, playing video games and doing. My sister, my kids, I went there with their book. They were there doing their, like Zurie was there learning her side was, and that is what I plan to keep on doing. We're not going to go there and just be like every other person. If you know me from day one, you know that I'm not like every other person, right? Not that I'm better than other people, but I don't like to do something because other people are doing. Oh, other people are giving their children iPad and tablet to keep them quiet. Here you go. Take my phone and be quiet. My friend, put your head in this book. If you don't learn this, we're going home. Period. Because in as much as I love this is just an occupation. You need to get your education, and that is what I keep telling them. You can have your education, and your education can be your occupation, but you cannot have an occupation without an education. Now if you go to all these celebrities, they will on their bio on Google, right? Wikipedia, not Wikipedia. Wikipedia, is that how you pronounce it? You see where it will say education, occupation. They will show you where they went to school and what they studied, and then they will show you where their occupation, what they do for a living. So these are two different things. That's what I was saying them as doing. You want to act, fine and good. You're going to act. That is your occupation. But you have to get your education, because you can lose your occupation at any time. And if you don't have your education, you just become a homeless American, right? But if you have your education, you can always use your education to get an occupation. Yeah, I tell them that. And trust me, I'm not going to go there and mess up, right? No, I'm not going to. Anyways, I just wanted to give you guys an update because somebody reminded me of Instagram, and Gift was like, "We've not heard from you. What is happening?" I told her I feel so overwhelmed. She was like, "Okay, no problem, no rush." But then I felt, oh my God, if she thinks like this, maybe other people are waiting for me, because I was updating on my Instagram story and Facebook story, and I was supposed to like give you guys an update. I was gonna do that, but then I got so overwhelmed and stressed, and I just decided to take a break. Plus, if I'm going to tell myself and you people the truth, I feel like I'm just sitting down here. I wouldn't say that I've been eating a lot, but I've been eating without working out. So I feel like I'm gaining weight and my face is getting bigger, and I feel so ashamed to put my face on camera. That is my own personal problem. Okay, I'm like, Jesus Christ, I don't even want anybody to see my puffy face this morning, because it's like I've not slept. Last night I did not sleep. 2 nights ago I did not sleep. Sunday night I did not sleep, and I feel like the whole thing is stressing me out, and I just feel like I want to eat. And I sit down. If I'm not making hair, I'm studying. I'm doing schoolwork. I'm teaching the kids. So it's like no activity. Okay, English is not my date. No activity whatsoever. So it just makes me feel so insecure. Give me 1 second. Let me yell at my kids. Zurie! It makes me feel so insecure to even come on camera and say, hey guys, because I just feel like one person will be judging me like, look at you, you're gaining so much weight. It's not as if it's a new news, but I'm used to it. Thank you so much, Faith Kim. Thank you so much for the stars. If I if I have to call you people one more time, but I'm not so. Are you Zurie?
No, I don't want to play with Zendaya.
You want to play with Zendaya here?
I'm won't let me play game. Go.
You, bedroom, Emma, sit down here. Go.
Wait. Let me explain, okay? It's not that I won't let her play games. It's I said that Zurie said that if I will only play doctors if you let me have the waffles. I gave Monkey some for a little bit. Then I told her here go, and she said no, and that's not fair.
Zurie, is that true? You're smiling. Now you're burning. See, you should just respect yourself. Let me do my live video because you should just go and play and stop making noise. Now, Dior, she couldn't But yes, guys, that is it. That's all I wanted to say. I will keep you guys updated. Like tomorrow, we're going to go get our COVID test because every day before we show up on set, you have to go to Hollywood Boulevard to go and get like a COVID test. They'll swap your nose and all that. And if you test positive, you can go on set. So we have to always do it a day before. So we're going to be going there tomorrow to go get the test. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. We are going to go back on Friday. Now when I go on Friday, I'll try to do a live video, not near people, just kind of like to give you guys a tour of Warner Bros Studios, because guess what, I saw, hi Faith Kim, thank you so much for the stars, thank you, how are you doing? I saw people pay a lot of money. Let me tell you what I was doing. I know this part I'm saying it very late, but this is something very stupid and cute I was doing. I saw people in tour boxes. What is it now? I saw people in tour buses, right? Like tour cards, something like that. They were giving people a tour. Now you pay $79 to come do a tour of Warner Bros. Studios. They drive you around and show you where they are filming. Okay, they are filming this here, they are filming this here. My brother, my sister, guess what your sister was doing that day? I saw the first people pass, second people pass, and I saw a lot of them are vloggers, and they had their camera on filming. Oh, look at us, we're one of us, they are filming. Oh, see, I was like, okay, I'm going to say it in Igbo because it's funny and that way, okay. That means I will just stay small, just go outside to go. I want them to get me and say, yes, see me, Abby. I'm sorry. I don't mean to brag, but come on, man. I was seeing people paying $79 to come and see. I'm like, yes, you should be getting. I was walking back and forth so that all of them that are passing there will be getting me that your nonsense camera, nonsense and ingredient. Yes, see me. One like me. I'm in Hollywood Studios. Period. Full stop, mom. I'm so sorry, but yeah, it was getting to my head, man. I was feeling myself that day, and I was dressed good. Like I was putting on a very good clothes, like my sneakers and everything. I didn't do makeup. I ended up not fixing my nails, but guess what? That has been the least of my problem. Okay, my hair was on point. At some point, my hair started falling. I was fixing. Duma was like, wait, is that a wig? I was like, she was, oh my god, I didn't know it's a wig. I was like, I'm Basaragi, okay. I was looking good, and I wanted people, they were coming there to catch me in their video so that when they post it on YouTube, somebody would say, yes, I know that girl. Also, I know that girl. She's on YouTube. And then Zurie. Anyways, I love you guys so much, and thank you for listening to my blabs and everything. These children are becoming very annoying at this point, okay? Plus, I need to finish Zendaya's hair. I'm happy this ended on a lighter note because before I started this video, it was not funny at all. I was really sad, but I'm happy I was able to kind of like get some laughs and jokes out of it. You know, sometimes we are consumed with things going the wrong way that we forget about all the good things that already happened. which makes us look and sound very ungrateful. Don't mind me. I am so grateful for this opportunity. And yes, I was scared, but I feel so much better. And about the dream, thank you guys for educating me and telling me it's called sleep paralysis. I'm going to go study more about it because that was so weird and freaky. I was really freaked out. Okay, so I'm going to go learn more about it and educate myself on it. But thank you guys so much for being here and for listening. I hope you guys learned one or two things, and yeah, I'll still keep you guys updated. Okay, but on Friday I promise I'm going to do a live video because now I know my way around there. I know how to get there on time and have enough time to make video. That last day it was just crazy, back and forth. I'll make a live video at some point that day to show you guys everything. No, now, Kate, I grew up in Aba. Now, you don't know. Since I grew up in Aba, Aba, Ungwaro for that matter, okay, period. But I lived in Norway. My school was in Norway. I'm from Imo State, but I grew up in Aba. Like, I was born in Aba, I grew up in Aba, everything in Aba. Yeah, yeah. So you can call me one because I speak Aba Igbo too. Yeah, you didn't know that. She's crying. Don't cry. Don't cry. Okay. Anyways, let me go back to making the Zendaya's hair. I'll see you guys in another video. Okay. I love you guys so much and thank you so much for watching. Please do me a favor, give my videos a thumbs up. Okay, even if you hate me, just like the video. You don't need to like me to like the video. These are different likes. Give the video a thumbs up. There are 40 people watching on YouTube right now. Can I get a thumbs up? When I get a thumbs up, YouTube tend to promote my video so that other people can see it. I told you people, YouTube and Facebook is not paying me anything at this point. If not, I will not be looking for another job. Okay, if I talk the truth, I will not die. So please give me a thumbs up so that my videos can get to a lot more people, so a lot more people that actually enjoy watching my video, because it's not about the many subscribers and followers you have. It's about reaching to people who actually will or do enjoy your content and then they will watch it. So thank you guys so much for that. As long as you're from Igbo State, I'm happy. Kate, people just devour you in this comment section. Let me turn off this video before they will wallow you. Don't come and be dragging me here. Anyways, I love you kids and I love every single one of you. Thank you guys so much for the likes and the comments and everything. Mwaba is nickname for anyway. I don't know what you're blabbing. I gotta go. Bye guys. Love you. Bye YouTube. I hope